Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Allison and I post lots of plan with me's and sticker hauls, and if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love for you to stick around and join us. Today I am planning out the week of October 13th through the 19th in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. I am using a PlannerKate kit 647 in the Hobonichi Cousin layout, and so I have both of these main sheets here. I love these pumpkins and like the little fall drinks, so cute. And yeah, that's what we're doing today, so I'm excited about that. Let's get this opened up and we can see how this last week turned out. So I used this sunflower kit last week and it's super cute. It actually made me pull out some more old Cricut Paper Co kits that I have. So maybe in a couple of weeks I'll try another one of those. But anyway, here's what this last week looked like. Kind of a normal week. All good here. I did change up a few things tomorrow. I'm planning on Saturday night. My daughter got called in to coach tomorrow at the gym, and we decided to do some pumpkin carving and s'mores with our neighbors instead of my original plan, but that should be fun. So to get started here, I'm going to start with this. I think I need to make some cuts. So to make this work for my daily duo, I just cut this washi into 6 strips here. Okay, and then I'm also gonna cut the washi up here by the dates. Okay, perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add my date dots. So let's see here, Monday is the 13th. Perfect. I like to get those done at the beginning or I'll get sidetracked on what days go together here. All right, next, to get everything set up here, I am gonna go ahead and lay down my work labels. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for my to-do stuff. All right, there we go. I'm sure you noticed there I had to use a few different fonts, but thankfully, with it being a daily, I won't notice that they're all different. But I was almost out of the to-do on my sheet here, and I ordered some more from PlannerKate, and my order is taking a long time to get here. I don't know if this happens to you guys. Like sometimes my orders get here super fast, and then other times it takes forever. So it was actually expected on Thursday, I think. And so I was kind of looking, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why is it not here? And anyway, I looked today and it's gone around through my, like it's been in my state for the last 3 or 4 days, but it's gone back and forth between a few of the cities a couple of times. And I'm like, just, I don't know, the postal service is crazy. But anyway, all that to say, my stickers are not here yet. So I had to just kind of pick and choose from some others that I already had. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. I should have whited that out, huh? I mean, it's gonna bother me if I don't, but man, I don't want to have to pull all this back up. cute. Okay, I know I say this every time I use one of these, but if you're new here, I really enjoy using the Hobonichi Cousin kits in my Daily Duo. I use the A5 version, and these just fit really well, and it allows me to get a lot of stickers for a much cheaper cost. So I really like this. In my last PlannerKate order, I almost bought some actual Daily Duo kits, but you just have to buy so many sheets. Like if you want to do the boxes and everything, and I don't know, I'm trying to find a way to mix and match. I need to like sit down and put some thought into it so that I could get the washi strips. And then I thought maybe use like the standard boxes from the weekly. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Different ways to try that. So let's see here. Let's choose, I guess I should choose one of these first, one of the boxes. We'll just go with this one. Sometimes I put that down here in the box, but that's pretty busy and it doesn't really stand out. Although that doesn't really stand out either. Okay, let's see here. I need to choose, I guess, that one because it matches for my dinner. Okay, and then on Monday we have trash day. So let's see what color. I guess we'll stick with this brown color because the trash day has the pink. There we go. And there should be a trash icon here somewhere. Perfect. Okay, that'll work. That's cute. So we got trash day. And let's do my work hours. So I think this brown is really the only one I've got. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's just do it. Perfect. So I do work a corporate 8 to 5 every day. So I always like to mark that. And the only other thing we really have on Monday is my son's soccer game. So I think I'm gonna use one of these pink ones. And he actually has the later game this week. We usually have the early game, but he's got the 6:45 game. So let me, okay, here we go. And game day for Miles. And that's actually it on Monday. Pretty crazy. We kind of have a simpler week again this week, which is nice. I feel like I got a little bit of rest in. Maybe not as much as I need. I don't know. I don't even know how much I would actually need, but we got quite a bit of rest in this week. I got that too far over, didn't I? So yeah, we didn't have a ton of football. My son played today, but that's really the only game we had this week. Our practices are getting shorter. Starting this week, we're doing an hour and a half just because of the sunset. It's getting dark at about 7 now. And so it's just harder for the boys to practice outside past that. So that's a change we made this week. There we go. And I think I talked about how work has been crazy and I've been doing essentially 2 jobs right now because we had somebody leave and I'm transitioning to their job plus still doing my old job. However, my boss, I think, had some pretty successful interviews this week, so hopefully that is looking up and I'll have somebody else soon to help out. And I don't know, that's really it. I guess we had a boring week. I can't even really think about what else we've done. Okay. So I did get my planner unboxing video done this weekend or week. I did it a couple days ago. I was so happy about that. I finally got that done, and I kind of played in my planners for a little while, so that was exciting. I have kind of been looking at stickers and what I think I'll want to buy for this next year. Kind of thinking about like my planner setup stuff, I guess, for January, and then like the dashboards and full page sticker sheets. I'm kind of trying to look through and come up with some ideas of what I might like to do there. It's kind of always the exciting part about starting a new planner, is you get to decide what kind of new stuff you want to try out, and that's always fun. And what else did I do? I did finally decorate for fall today, so you guys won't see that on my to-do list for next week because that's been on my list for an embarrassing amount of time. But I did that today, so we're all good there. I'm using this new Erin Condren pen that I got. It came in the planner, like with my new planners. I got one per planner. It's kind of hard to say. So I'm trying these out for the first time, and I kind of like it. So that was a nice little freebie. Okay, so my daughter coaches on Tuesdays, and then we've got football. I think I'm gonna use the pink one here. Trying to decide. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. If you guys hear a lot of noise, I don't know. It is what it is. My kids are upstairs playing, and I always seem to film on Saturday nights. Like, that's just how it kind of works in our schedule. And that's just kind of the night that they play with the neighbors. Like, everybody's home and they get a chance to play, and so they're all here. My son's room happens to be the one directly above our office, so I mean, the only other option is to tell him that he can't play, and that doesn't feel very fair, so it just kind of is what it is. So I really apologize if there's a ton of background noise, but we're trying around here. So that's actually it for Tuesday, I think, because they're not having robotics this week because of some stuff going on at the school. We have parent-teacher conferences, and they have fall break and different things. So no robotics this week. So I don't have to mark that. And then we've got coaching and football. I think that's it. Okay. I'm gonna move right along really quickly this week because it just feels like we don't have a ton of stuff. Let's see here. So back to the new planners, I would love for you guys to share what kind of stuff you like use your notes pages for. So like, I'm really kind of thinking like the front, like, I don't know. I don't want to like show what I've got because I have my kids' school information here, but you know, like the things that you would track in the front, like PlannerKate has all the big trackers for books, shows to watch, health and wellness stuff, steps, biking. I mean, she has a ton of them and I love them all so much. And I can't decide what I want to do. So I'm leaning towards the vision board because I really like that. And I don't know, I tried the steps one 2 or 3 years ago and I like it, but I just couldn't keep up with it. So realistically, I'm like, can I do that? But also because I'm filming now, I feel like there's that little extra like accountability. So maybe I could keep up with it because I do want to focus on my health this next year because I've kind of let things slide a little bit and I need to get serious again about my health. So I don't know, those are some thoughts. I do track my books that I read, but I do that in the Goodreads app. So yeah, I mean, the tracker would be cute, but do I need it? Not really. Same with like period stuff, migraines. I know she has trackers for those. I track those in apps as well already. So I don't know how important that would be. In my content planner, I had a few ideas, especially with the vision board and the goals. But yeah, just my personal one. I was trying to decide what I want to do. So if you guys have any ideas, please share. I'm always up for hearing what everybody else is thinking. I love watching Plan With Me videos. I've watched for probably 10 years or more, watched Plan With Me's, and I always get so many ideas from it, and I love it. It's really helpful. So there we go. I also have this spot that's going to be free because I bought the content planner, and so I was thinking of doing something health related there. But I've never really had a dedicated health planner. Maybe I need to watch some more videos on that or something. I'm sure there's some like health planner videos or something, Plan With Me's I could watch. But I need some ideas for that for sure. Okay, let's do the hours. There we go. I know that gets repetitive every week, but it really helps me to see like the time blocking. Even though I know in my mind that I work 8 to 5 every single day, and I have for a very long time, it's just helpful for me. Okay, so let's start marking things here. Is there a payday sticker on here? No. Also though, I'm gonna hold because Wednesday mornings are busy. So I need to put stuff, I guess I could still use this. Okay, because my son has FCA on Wednesdays, and then my daughter does a Bible study with her friends. Okay, I know I've said this before, but she does a Bible study at a local coffee shop with a few of her friends. And then he does FCA every other Wednesday at school. My handwriting is not. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab some little crosses here. And none of these really match, so we're just gonna do the plain one. There we go, that's good. Okay, and then I do still wanna mark that it is payday because that's important. So, what if I put it down here? That's kind of weird, huh? Is that weird? I think it's fine. We're just gonna put it like this. And let's see here, there wasn't a payday on this sheet, so I know I have one in here somewhere. This one will do. So I'll just put a payday, and then let's see, is there, yep, there's a little money thing here. And actually, here's a cute little coffee cup. I should be using these for, I don't know, that kind of looks silly. Let's see, I could use that for our Bible study since they made it a coffee shop. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. I have a meeting at 1:30. And I'm just gonna use one of these small ones because it's been pretty short the last few weeks. It's just been like a quick 30-minute call, which I'm happy about. There's no point in making it longer than it needs to be. That's really big. Okay, here's one. So I'll do that, and then the little laptop, because it's a Zoom meeting. Cute. Okay, and then let's see here. Our school does not have after-school care on this day because of parent-teacher conferences, so I need to use a sticker there, and I think I'll go with this brown because we will have to pick up our kids. Somehow I'm gonna have to find a way to get to at least, let's see here. Well, thankfully, I can get to my older two, I can get to their schools within like 10 minutes. So if this meeting doesn't last too long, I can still get to their school by 2:08, I think is when they get out on Wednesdays. It's an early out day. But there's no after school care on Wednesday, so I need to go pick them up. Okay. Hopefully I can remember all that and work out this meeting situation. All right, so we also have, of course, let's see here, what am I trying to say? Parent-teacher conferences. Okay, I think I might put this one down here for church. Okay, and then we have parent-teacher conferences and Okay, I think I've got that worked out. So my daughter has practice at 4:30 on Wednesdays until 6. So we'll get that marked. And then I'm putting parent-teacher conferences down here because I don't know how it works at the high school. Like usually at the middle school, they always said like, don't come, pretty much. Like the teachers didn't really want you to come, like unless there was an issue. So I haven't actually gone to a parent-teacher conference for my daughter in a very long time. But I don't know how I guess that's probably how it is at the high school. So I don't plan on going for her. My younger son, he's in 1st grade, so of course I have to go. And then my middle son, who's at the middle school, my middle child at the middle school, his teacher did send home a letter and they do want to meet with parents. So I anticipate going to 2 parent-teacher conferences. And I did not pull any of those stickers. So I know I have some like school activity scripts in here somewhere. Okay, that's cute. Parent-teacher conference. And then I think that might be it. Do we have parent teacher? My daughter does need to wear, for cheer, they've designated a certain color of clothing for them to wear. So let's see here. I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay, usually they don't tell them what to wear to practice, other than like Sunday practices, they have to wear all black, and Wednesdays are usually free game, but they're doing pink this week for pink out. It usually means that they're doing some kind of social media stuff when they need to match. So, okay, let's move on to Thursday. All right. I keep forgetting to white out this to-do part. And then let's go ahead and use this. Okay. I'm gonna use that one for our dinner. And let's see here. I'm gonna do the work hours, I guess. 8 to 5. Okay. All right, so Thursday, let's see here, we don't have school, so let's mark that at the top with, I guess, one of the banner flags. There we go. Okay, so we don't have school on Thursday, so I still gotta work. My husband will probably just work from home on that day. And then we do still have a football game that night. So they're calling this our fall break, although it doesn't really make sense because we still have, so we get Thursday and Friday off, But we have football games Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday. So even if we wanted to go for a long weekend trip, we would not be able to do that. So that was kind of interesting. They don't usually schedule it like that. I'm not sure why they did this time, but oh well. These little checklists are like perfect for marking time like that, since so many things are longer than these strips. If you're new here, this one is not cut right, and I can't get it to pull up without ripping, so that's why I've skipped it. It looks ridiculous, and it looks like I've done that on, I don't know, because I'm crazy, but I am not, at least not that kind of crazy. So somewhere here I had, there we go, football stickers. Somehow I make such a mess when I'm filming these Plan With Me's. My desk is always a disaster. Okay, so that's that for Thursday. Cute. This kit's really pretty. I love these colors. Let's do okay, and okay, Friday. I would have loved to take off. Well, I've got so much work I probably wouldn't be able to take off. But it would have been really nice to do something for this fall break. Even like our local theme park or something for the pumpkin festival would have been fun. Or a pumpkin patch, or I don't know though. This may be too much and you guys may not agree with me, but is it just me, or is it like super expensive to go to the pumpkin patch? Like, we're a family of 5, so I know things are a little bit more expensive, but I looked it up to go to one because my son, he's been learning about apples and stuff, and so he really wants to go to an apple orchard. And so I was like looking up some in the areas. It's a little bit of a drive for us, but it's kind of near where we would play football, so I was like, well, maybe after the game we can go and all of that. No, just to get in the gate, it's like $125 or something. $130 probably after tax and everything, just to get in the gate. And then of course you have to pay for more. You have to pay for your pumpkins, which are crazy, and then all the food and stuff. And I'm like, I just can't drop $200 on a few hours like at a pumpkin patch, because let's be honest, like, it doesn't last very long. Like, I don't know, I mean, it's fun for the kids and stuff, but it's not like it's an all-day event. I mean, you might get 2 hours before everybody's bored. So I don't know, that was just, I feel like it's gotten really expensive over the last couple of years, which I know everything has, so it just kind of is what it is, I guess. But I definitely don't love it. So needless to say, we are not going to be going to that pumpkin patch. My son, my youngest son, is going on a field trip to one at the end of the month, and I'm going to go with him to that. And so he'll get to go, and hopefully we do have season passes to like I was saying, a local theme park that does have a pumpkin festival, and we'll go do that. But the apple orchard situation is just not happening. Okay. So let's see here. We've got that. I probably should have marked. This is also pink out, but I'm sure I'll remember. I don't need to mark that. And go ahead and put this. Okay, and then I'm going to mark no school up here as well. I used one of the cute like flags on yesterday, so let's do that again. Okay, and then I've already used my no school here, so let's look for one in here. I've always got tons of those left over because we don't use them that much. Okay, no school, but we do have football that night. All right, and then we've got Saturday. So Saturday will be my son's last football game, besides the tournament, like the regional tournament. Today was his last home game in his rec league, and next Saturday will be his last like actual game in this league. So in our school, and I don't know if this is like this everywhere, but so 7th and up is when our sports like start through our school. Most of them, some of them don't even start till high school, until 9th grade, like soccer and baseball and stuff. But football starts in 7th grade through our school. So we have like a Pee-wee rec league team that is not affiliated with our school. Like we still use the school for games, like the stadium, but we're not associated with the school. So anyway, my son has done that since 3rd grade is when you can start tackle football. And so he has been playing with this league for 4 years, and it is coming to an end, which is bittersweet. Like, obviously we're super excited for him to move on to like the actual school sports and that mascot. But and weeknight games. I cannot wait for weeknight games. We'll get our Saturdays back in the fall. We're not going to know what to do with ourselves. But, you know, it's a little bittersweet. All these little, like, when things change and, like, little seasons end, it's just, I get emotional. My sweet baby is growing up. I don't know why I chose this bright orange with this pink color. Like that's not gonna happen. Let's just go ahead and move it over here. I wasn't even paying attention. It'd be nice if we could go this day, Sunday, to the theme park. My daughter has practice though, so again, even if we wanted to do something, she's gonna have practice that night, and that kind of defeats the purpose of going for the nighttime pumpkin stuff. Like they have, like, you know, after dark, a lot of like pumpkin glow type stuff. I don't know what it's called. But that would defeat the purpose if we had to be back for her to go to practice at 5:30. That's just a bummer, you know? Okay, so let's see here. My son has, like I said, he has his game. So I'm gonna put it here. It's an away game. It's gonna be 2-hour drive. I'm just gonna do that. That'll be fine. We do have some family that lives in this town though, and they are coming to the game, or I think they are. They said they were a while back, and maybe we could do lunch or something. I need to text her and see. It's my husband's cousin. I need to text and see if they want to do that. It'd be fun. Okay. So we've got that. And then on Saturday night, my daughter has a birthday party. So she was technically invited to 2 different birthday parties for this night. So I don't know what she's decided to do. I thought I knew which one she would choose, but I think she'd already told someone that she was probably going to the other one. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna, well, I could just write birthday party cadences. There we go. I don't necessarily have to write in whose birthday party it is. So she'll figure that out. And then we'll just drop her off accordingly. And I think that's it for Saturday. Okay. We're almost done. Let's see here. I'm out of washi strips, so just gonna do this. When I cut these at the bottom here, I'm only able to get 6, which is perfectly fine. And Sunday just kind of goes without. But that's okay. I don't really need it. And let's see here. I'm gonna use this one to mark church. And then I'm going to use one of these because this is, I think, yes, it's my rotation for the coffee bar. There we go. So I serve at our church between the toddler worship time, leader worship, I don't know, the toddler class, whatever you want to call it, and the coffee bar. So this is my week for the coffee bar out front. So we've got that. And then we have an early Chiefs game, it looks like. So we're going to have to put something in the crock pot. We won't be able to go out to eat after lunch. Normally we go out to eat on Sundays. Let's see here. Here we go. But the Chiefs play at 12. So we'll just do that. Okay. Maybe if I just do this from the other side, I think. There we go. It doesn't. Okay. Okay, and we're playing the Raiders. I should have wrote that closer together, but that's okay. All right. That's right after church on Sunday. Do want to mark a little reminder here that my Sam's Club renewal is on this day. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have put it on Saturday just in case I wanted to cancel. I don't think I'm going to cancel. I don't know why I would. Yeah, we use it all the time. Anyway. And then let's see here. My daughter has practice. Okay. Here we go. And then my husband has a meeting. So I'm gonna use, I guess this one. At 6:30, he has a church meeting. I'm just gonna go ahead and write it down so that I know that he will need some quiet time to take a Zoom call at that time. Again, put in the cross so I know it's a church related thing. And I think that is it for Sunday. Of course, I'll work on all my to-do lists and stuff. I'll have to make a meal prep list. All of those things. Let's just double check here. I think I've used everything I'm going to use right now. Like, I'll fill in a lot of this stuff later for cleaning the house and groceries. Probably do like groceries here, laundry, but yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on all of those things. All right, guys, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching today and joining me. I would love it if you guys would comment below your favorite thing about fall. This kit is like very fall-like. It's got all the pumpkins, the leaves, little pumpkin spice lattes. And I just decorated for fall today, so I'm really in the mood for it and feeling good about it. So I would love for you guys to comment and let me know your favorite thing. Obviously, you could probably guess mine. It's football. But the pumpkin spice, everything is a very close second. I actually had a pumpkin, oh my gosh, what was it? Salted caramel pumpkin concrete something, I think at Culver's today for lunch, and it was really good. So I'm all for all the pumpkin things. All right, I think that's it, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for joining me, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.